Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris News.
Make mine music.
Younger model.
Shop till you drop. Cruzco. It's poison. Poison for Cruzco. Cruzco's poison. All right.
Doing it for the kids. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney fans, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris show. We had a wee hiatus last week for Easter Sunday, and now we are back, and we are training up a new producer. We have Bonnie on the controls doing all the sound effects and things.
That's why things have gone wrong.
Nothing went wrong.
Nothing's gone wrong so far. She's doing an extremely good job. She just said in the chat that she is scared and this is hard. But, I mean, we do believe in child labour. We're not paying her.
No, absolutely not.
We don't have to do any of the, necessary, government loopholes. We're just going to lock her in a cellar and make her work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was good, Bonnie. Don't worry about it.
So I'm
did well.
Lucy. To my left, we have my husband, Mr. Hugh, and then 2 seats to his right, we have Mr. Christopher Fletcher.
I look like I'm avoiding you at the moment, don't I? I'm
You
writing
do.
on the
I
edge.
wonder
Do
if
you know
there's
I'm
Look
gonna...
like one of us have dropped something ungodly.
I wonder if there's anyone who's watching who thinks, oh, I thought Chris was Lucy's husband.
I do think
I did.
I do think we look more married than we do.
We look more married.
I don't know. I just think that we
I look like
more,
your son.
Yeah, we look more of a type. Hugh's a bit of a different.
I mean, what is it with that, Hugh?
Guys, if you're listening, you can't see. I'm wearing a jacket, a velvet red jacket with embroidered flourishes on it.
It's beautiful.
And Lucy hates it. I bought it because it was £6.
Bargain.
I don't hate it.
I £6 like that.
I definitely £6 like it. It's got a big embroidery thing on the back as well. But I found out it's originally from ASOS and it came with trousers.
Ooh.
But the trousers were even worse, if you can imagine.
No.
They were, even though they were just plain, no embroidery, they were worse somehow.
Oh.
Anyway, £6. And I think, it's pretty nifty.
I don't hate it, but he walked in with it and a glint in his eye and went, "What do you think to my jacket?" So when someone says that, you have to be honest. And I just went, I don't like it.
Susie says bargain, and that's probably the best thing you can say about
Absolutely.
it. £6.
Can I address the daughter in the room?
Yeah.
Not my daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonnie.
Yes.
Don't worry about this. You don't need to be nervous, and you can keep doing everything that you normally do. So if you want to get in the chat, you can still do that. When we need you to press something, we'll just tell you. Simple. Really simple.
I wanted to get a complete soundboard, that just has like quack quack oops and
Yeah.
and
I think we should absolutely do that.
Pans falling downstairs, that kind of thing. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah.
etc.
It was something to build towards.
Yeah.
I accidentally did that the other day, that drip sound.
Did you?
I said, Hugh can do this really good sound where he flicks and he makes a thing and it goes like this. And then I can't do it. So I've only done it once in my life and it was by accident.
You can do it. The last one. You can do it by knocking on top of your head, and it still works, or in your chest.
No.
Anyway,
Okay,
let's do something.
let's get on to some business because we need to see first of all this party that we're throwing. Who's arrived at the door?
Oh, Bonnie.
Is it round?
Who? It's someone that says who. Yeah, there you go.
Who are they?
First in the chat today was John Parker. Hey guys, good to be back. So many updates at the moment. Things are being built, construction walls are moving, and Adventure World is getting closer. Feels like an exciting time to be a DLP fan.
I'm so gutted I missed last week.
Time to be alive.
Yeah,
the
we
week
didn't
before
even.
last.
Week before last.
And we
sorry,
didn't
yeah.
even get round to talking about the Universal Park in
Bedford.
England.
What? There's going to be a Universal Park in
Yeah.
Bedford.
We'll come on to that maybe in a bit.
Dun, dun.
Andrew's here. Hey, folks. Looking forward to seeing you all this evening. Thank you, Andrew.
Here we are.
Assuming I survived my homemade butternut curry, a bit of an experiment.
Ooh.
I experimented. I got a HelloFresh curry, and I looked at the ingredients and I thought I can make that. And every week it got slightly different until I don't know what it was by the end, but it was still delicious. But I started to have it with mash.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm a believer that that mash can be the carb in any meal. It's like I used to make stir fry veg and mash, and it was delicious. Absolutely
yeah, I can
delicious.
see that working.
Yeah.
Ruthie's here. Whoop whoop! It's back. Looking forward to the show later.
Which
is
one of
now-
us is it?
Which is now. It's back. Joey is here. Hey, lovelies.
Is it me? It's me,
So
isn't it?
glad
I'm
you
it.
are back, stay on course. My question today is, this is from Joey, who is your ultimate Disney crush? Easy. Elastigirl.
Who do you think mine is?
my
You should know the answer to this.
Yours is the rabbit from Bambi.
No, it's not the rabbit.
It was
from Bambi. No.
because she
No,
was quite booby when
No, I've listened to Bambi this week, and that is not what I said at all.
did that come up though?
Yes, it does. I compliment in the Fantasia episode. I most definitely complimented some of the
The more booby rabbits.
no the birds. I
heck?
can't remember some of the birds anyway. But no, it's Maid Marian.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Foxy.
Foxy, yeah.
Lucy?
Mine would be Clopan from Hunchback, because anybody who can hit those high notes like that can do some pretty special things.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Elle is here. Hi, Elle. A.K.A. Lauren. Haven't managed to live for a few... this reads like, haven't managed to live for a few weeks. Miss your faces.
This is living.
Haven't managed live for a few weeks. Miss your faces. Oh,
Oh,
thanks. These faces.
I need a bit of a shave, actually.
Andrew says, update, survived my curry. Experiment went reasonably well. Hello to Andrew P.
Hey,
Waves
P.
a hand.
P.
Crafting costume Ken is here. Hey all, I hope everyone is having / had a good day. Yes.
I am.
We saw voiceover Guy, who was coming up in the chat. We saw Guy twice.
We've got a trip report from Guy from California.
Yes, and some chocolates. We'll come on to that as well. Oh no, I'll do it now.
Ooh.
I'll do it now because Guy got back from California with his daughter, and kindly brought us some chocolates
Ooh.
that we can give away as a prize on the show. These are chocolate bars from California. We've got dark chocolate. These sound good, man. Milk chocolate with Rice Crisps.
Ooh.
That's mine.
Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, sea salt.
Dark chocolate with sea salt.
And
That's
milk
chocolate.
That sound
chocolate
good.
with peanut butter flavoured chips.
Oh, I love peanut butter.
We're going to give these away in the Facebook group. So do come along to our Facebook group, if you can, for a chance to win some chocolates. And I think the challenge is I want you to design a Disneyland Paris snack.
Ooh.
Take into account maybe a ride or an attraction or a character or a land. Do something. Just do something fun that makes us like, oh, that sounds good, and we'll just pick the best one. We won't do a vote. We will just judge it. We'll pick the bestest one.
Do you get extra points for including Nutella and laughing cow cheese?
Yeah. Well,
No.
It wouldn't.
No.
It wouldn't hurt. Here's an example. I thought of a good snack today. I don't know if it's been done, but I just thought what'd be cool would be a big slice of cake, just a big slice, but the slice would look like Paradise Falls, and then you could put a little house on the top, and then you could have a dribble of some kind of frosting down the side for a waterfall.
Oh,
I feel like that's
yeah.
been done.
Has it though? Oh no,
Oh.
Paradise Slice, Paraslice Falls. Anyway, something like that. But DLP related if you can. Put it on, we'll do a. I'll do a post about it, and then you can. Should I do it now? I should probably do it now, shouldn't I?
No, let's keep the show going. Let's
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
do it
come
after
live.
I'll do it after the show. Anyway, and also, guys made us some tiffin.
Ooh.
Now,
I have already had 2 pieces of
Have you?
tiffin, and it's delicious.
is there raisins in it?
No,
Is there not?
No.
Guys, there are raisins in it
it's
because
crushed biscuits.
even if it does have a raisin, I will take one for the team. But
I'll try a bit.
that's good. That's
And
real
then
good.
you guys are gonna have nachos later, so I'm gonna have the rest.
I've got hot sauces.
Bonnie can have some. Our producer can have some tiffin if she would like some.
Ooh, yeah. I love Disney's in chat.
Well, I like
Hi, I love Disney.
And Jen, who's here. Hey, Disney pals. Woody is my ultimate Disney crush.
Interesting.
Gina says, welcome back, guys. Missed you last week. Hope you all had a nice Easter weekend and are enjoying the lovely Yorkshire sunshine.
I think
we've had
I
today.
like Woody because he's a nice guy, but with a sarcastic edge.
Sorry,
Which
Gina.
is
Very
how I-
angry at times, though, isn't he?
Sorry, Gina. Lucy just talked over the end of that.
Sorry.
She's saying, I hope we've enjoyed the lovely Yorkshire sunshine.
It's been great today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I went and did football, and I've got the traditional 37 Disney Street glowing forehead. Sunday glowing forehead. It's that time of year.
Yeah, I'll get one of those. Lisa is here. Evening, folks. Disney crush for me is Prince Eric. Good one.
Eric, eh?
Yeah.
It's a good, strong name, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Prince Eric.
Voiceover guy is here. Good evening, gang. Good to see you today. Back from California and here for the banter.
Pants.
Jen says, doing a great job, Bonnie. Yeah.
Yay.
And we've got Ed is here and Coco Disney bound sword, says Andrew. Yeah, it could be
Oh, yeah.
kind of Coco-ish. This
You won't want to
jacket.
wear that jacket in Florida, will you?
No, maybe in the evening. Tanya's here. I thought I missed last week's show and I was wondering all week why. We just decided last minute, let's take it off. Aladdin, hands down, says Susie.
See, the Aladdin and Prince Eric are both from the era when all a boy needed was curtains to become desirable.
Or a bit of a foppish flop.
A foppish flop.
And Ruthie says, I always had a big crush on Aladdin. Was so excited to see him in the parade when I first visited in 1995, age 15. He was disappointingly puny.
Sometimes reality bites, doesn't it?
Crafting costume Ken. Hades was my crush.
Now that tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
Prince of the Underworld.
You're like a bad boy.
Yeah.
Joey says, Prince Eric from Mainstream Disney. What's from Mainstream Disney? What's that? And Dad from Inside Out. Two of my crushes.
So Prince Eric from mainstream Disney, like the classics.
As opposed to the remake.
And the dad from Inside Out 2, which is Pixar.
I could go with the dad from Inside Out too.
Could you
now?
indeed?
I better grow a moustache. Anyway, that was everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming. We love you all.
Hi.
Well done, everyone.
Got some more
Well done.
tiffin.
Should we do a bit of news?
Yeah.
I'm going to choose a small bit because one of my bits is a very, very big bit. I
Okay.
also know that we've got 5 trip reports. Not all to do today, but that we've plenty to get on there.
We do have plenty of trip reports.
So, Cruiseco's poison. This, as we know,
Cruiseco.
for
Cruiseco's
annual
poison.
pass holders, there is an occasional pop-up meet and greet that goes on in the Hyperion. And the theme this week is, they do it for kind of 6 weeks at a time,
Yeah, they do,
don't
yeah,
they? or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
So this spell for this phrase is the cruisers, Disney cruisers. So we've got Captain Minnie.
And that's why I went
looking
for Cruiseco's poison.
very Hillary Clinton in her pantsuit as Captain Minnie, and then we've also got Captain Jack Sparrow. I presume these may be changed out as the season
Yeah, I
progresses.
saw Mickey on a picture as well. I
There's
think.
Mickey
I
there
think
as
so,
well.
yeah.
There's Captain Mickey there. Yeah. And then they've got the lovely the backdrops that I do think have been repurposed from the actual cruise, because I do recognise some of those backdrops. And also it's good because it's cross advertising, isn't it? But if you've not been on a Disney cruise, that's a good meet to do.
But if you've not been on a Disney cruise, do you deserve to meet cruise? This is the only thing for me. I get that it's exclusive for annual pass holders. I get that, but they're nothing to do with the parks.
Good point.
They're part of they're from the cruisers, so surely they should stick to the cruisers and not be giving annual pass holders access to something that people pay a hell of a lot of money
Yeah.
to see.
They're always after rare characters, but rare characters they already have access to. And I think this is just kind of a category that was easy for them. I do agree with that. It's the same when we go to the outlets and they've got cruise merchandise in the outlets.
Or being able to buy DLP stuff on the Disney store.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, I agree.
It should be convenient for us, but I actually want the legwork of going and getting it from the parks. It's meaningful.
Well, it is, because otherwise you just go around all these shops and go, oh, this is great exclusive stuff, but then you can go home and get it cheaper. It's stupid. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't quite sit right with me, that's all I'm saying.
That's all right. That's valid points, Christopher. Valid points.
Yeah.
While we're on about annual passes, doing it for the kids, Disneyland Paris have launched a kids pass that can be bought alongside the adult annual passes, and this is park access only. mirroring the bronze, silver, gold. So your regular annual passes include like discounts off the merch, parking, this kind of thing.
The stuff that kids don't need.
The kids don't need it because they're always going to be there with an adult. They're not paying for their own parking. They're not getting their own, photo pass, etc. So this is just for park access. It's for 3 to 11-year-olds, and I think this is a brilliant idea, and it would have made all the difference to us. The thing is, Bonnie is 10 going on 11, and I don't think that we will get a chance to utilise this.
And how do they compare in price to the adult ones?
That's a good... I wish I've got the price of the kids' ones. Can you look up the price of the adults?
I can see what I can find. Yeah.
And just while you're getting the price of the adults, I will tell you, they've also they've brought back an offer where Disneyland Paris holders who are renewing can get 15% off their choice of pass if they renew within 1 month before or after the expiration date in person at the park. 15% off your renewal price and a lanyard, a free lanyard. Okay, so
it's all there together. So there you go. They're all here together. They're on the website already. The adult bronze pass is 289. I'm doing this in euros. I apologise. 289 euros a year. The child one is 223. So what's that? About £50.
70 euros off.
60.
60 euros off.
55. 55-ish. Silver pass 499 versus 378. So that's over 100 euros.
120 euros.
Gold pass 699 versus 523.
I think that's fair, and I think that's a fair drop. I wouldn't expect them to drop. I wouldn't expect them to be half price, particularly given that we used to just buy adult ones for them. I think it will incentivise family groups to buy it more because we've bought annual passes 3 times, and the earliest Bonnie was 5, and we were paying the same price as we were for the 2 of us for a 5-year-old. So we bought 3 annual passes.
Yeah.
One of which was for a 5-year-old. Seems a bit daft. This makes more sense. It's unfortunate that, like I say, I think that by the time we buy our next round of annual passes, Bonnie will be above that age, which is a shame. I know. So she's back to being adults. But I think for the world in general, that's a sensible, logical idea.
If you buy them anyway and you've got young kids, then it's a little perk, isn't it? A bit of a price off. Because all of those discounts you get as an adult, they tend to be usable across your party anyway, don't they? Your discount stuff. So
you only need 1 annual pass holder to get the discount off a full table of food. So if you've got a family of 4 there, the adult pass will cover that.
Yep.
The kids' merch, the adults will be buying it for it. They'll be in the kids' cat. So the kids are getting all the perks. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that greatly. Well done. I am thirsty.
Oh, Bonnie.
Hey, ole, it's showtime. All together. Your tiki 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 cup in your tiki 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 cup. Well, you made yourself a beverage, now drink it up from your tiki 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 cup.
Thank you very much.
Today I brought a selection of drinks and we can choose one each. Bonnie can even have one actually if you want. Bonnie, I'm not sure you'll want one, but you're certainly welcome to have one because it is a alcohol-free cocktail.
Ooh.
And where did we get these from? Where did I get these from? Where did I get these from?
I don't know the answer to that, Huey.
Who are you asking?
I don't know. Because I got Lucy and I a pina colada one. There's a...
Oh, I heard about this.
This needs mixing.
The last
this
show.
needs a mix. It's all got like passion fruit bits in. It's by... Who's this by? Mocktail Company. The Mocktail Company.
The Mocktail Company. Not just any cocktail
This is called
company.
Old Fashioned. I wonder if it'll taste anything like an Old Fashioned. I don't think so.
Interesting.
That's Old Fashioned. There is Pina Colada.
Is that the same as the one you had the other day?
The one that we were saying it's okay.
It was okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, there's that one. There's...
Is that a mojito?
It's a no-heater.
No-heater, yeah.
Yeah. Is that a Pinot Colada?
Let's have a look.
It will be, won't it?
Yes.
Yes. Not a Pina. And then a strawberry mockery.
Colin Mockery.
Yeah.
All right.
So choose your weapon, guys.
I mean, I would always go for the Pinot Colada, but my second choice would be the strawberry mockery.
Go for it.
So, well, which one?
You
what do
choose.
you
You've chosen. I don't mind.
I don't care.
Bonnie, do you want one?
This is taking way too
I'll
Yeah,
go mojito. Go on, I'll go mojito.
I'm going
Yeah.
pina colada.
No mojito. All right, I'll have the passion fruit.
Have you brought a
Yes, a bottle opener. I've
Good.
got the Mickey Mouse bottle opener. Where is
Yay!
it?
This we got in Disneyland Paris in 2004,
Where is
and
it?
it still lives with us.
Bonnie,
Yes.
could you see if I've left it in the kitchen? I don't think
We're not having a drink. Have I got a bottle
it's
opener
the
on
red
my
Mickey Mouse bottle opener.
keys? I don't have a
Anyway,
bottle
that's what
opener
we're
on my
drinking,
keys.
and I hope you're enjoying a nice beverage too.
You did some proper drinking the other day, didn't you, Hugh?
Yeah, do you know what? I had 7 drinks this week.
7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I do this thing, guys, where I don't drink for 6 months, the first 6 months of the year, just as kind of like a detox thing. But then sometimes if I have one during the week, I don't like just get. Thank you, Bonnie. I don't just get smashed.
No.
During the course of the week, I just found myself having the odd drink here and there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had 7 drinks. Oh, maybe that was 2 weeks ago. One of them was because I did a workshop in London at the Cartoon Museum, and it went so well that my reward was 3 rum and cokes on the train on the way back.
Nice.
Reward to yourself.
Yeah.
I bought a beer for the ride back from London this week on the train, and I fell asleep before I opened it. And
after you drunk
when
it?
I woke up, I was nearly there. No,
Oh.
I drank it last night.
Wow. Do you know what? I never nod off in the car because I think it's rude to Lucy, but I actually nodded off on the way back from York the other day, and it cut that journey in half. Did you notice I'd nodded off?
Did the snoring give it
She
away?
always notices.
No, I did notice you nodded off, and I know you don't usually as well, and I didn't resent it particularly. Although I was feeling slightly noddy, which is not good. Oh, hang on, I've just dropped my bottle. That's not good when you're driving. I also, you nodded off during Black Mirror, and then the following day you were going. Thing is with that,
I was finding holes in
there were
it.
loads of plot holes. Like, how did they do this? And I'm like, oh no, they explained that.
You should have watched
Yeah,
the rest
yeah,
of
but
it.
what about this? Oh no, they
Do you watch Black
explained
Mirror?
that.
I've watched the first 2 episodes of the new series.
Yeah, we've started watching it backwards. We've watched a bit of the first series. I've watched some since on my own, and then we thought, well, let's go backwards through them. So we've been watching a few. They're hit and miss, but
I've watched a bunch of them. I couldn't tell you which one's from which series, and I've watched Bandersnatch as well. About 3 times and got different outcomes.
Oh, interesting. Right, let's go on with the Disney thing though. 'cause
Oh,
that
yeah.
is decidedly
That's why
un-Disney.
people are here.
We have tiki'd ourselves. Do you know what? Just while we're on about the tiki cups and the drinks, we're on the dining plan when we go to Florida this time, and you know that you can get a speciality or an alcoholic beverage with every meal.
Yes.
We never do that because
wine.
because I never really want to drink in the midday heat in Florida.
Yeah.
And this time I'm like, do you know, God damn it, I'm ordering cocktails with dinner. Every
Yes.
time. That's like my decision. Mainly because I love a pina colada. Anyway.
You should do that thing that they do on TikTok and go, I'm Lucy and this is my first drink of the holiday. And then every time you have a drink, you can say, this is my second. or third and
This
fourth."
is a really good holiday.
Is it one of those with an elderly lady, middle-aged to elderly lady, and her teeth come out at the end?
I've not seen that.
Because I commented on the video, you knew those teeth were coming out at some point, and I keep getting notifications for likes on that comment.
Well,
It's just she starts off saying, "Hello, my name's Janine," or whatever her name is, and then she's all very sober, and then by the end her teeth are coming out, and yeah,
Nice.
bless her.
there's a good Oddballs underwear advert with the guy, and he stood there and he goes, "Hi, I'm Jack, and this is my first drink of the day." And he takes a swig of it, and the camera pans round, and there's an office full of people all sat there going, "Mate, what are you doing in your pants? What are you playing at?"
Shop till you drop.
Oh, yeah.
This is a headline. Lego Store and Disney Deco are now open. The Lego Store is looking very Lego-y.
It looks very modern, doesn't it?
It looks they both look very modern. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe it's nostalgia because I think modern design is very clean. It's the minimalist aesthetic. That doesn't spell Disney to me.
No.
But I get it because it does let the merchandise sing, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I think we'll still enjoy being in there. The Disney Decor is a big draw for me. This is what I want from Disney stores is less of the kind of t-shirts, plush ears merchandise and more stuff that you can actually use. And when we do go shopping for merchandise, we often buy like breakfast bowls, and particularly in Paris where we can drive back, candle holders, stuff like that, because it feels meaningful when it gets in your house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. Yeah.
And everything in that Disney decor It's not decor, is it? It's deco. Looks great. It also, because it takes the place of what used to be the Disney Gallery, it still has got prints in, it's still got the books in, it's got some gorgeous looking lithographs in the back corner. And I'm like, I think that's going to be my new favourite shop. I also saw that they had a double duvet bedspread with the Disney Parks map printed in kind of, what's Royal Dalton, you know, when it's blue and white, that kind of print that's a bit watercoloury.
Yeah.
They've got like a Disney map printed on a duvet in Royal Dalton colours, and I'm there for it. And then I found out it was €60. I'm like,
So you messaged it, didn't you, and said, is €60 too much for a duvet? I don't think €60 is, but that's just because you don't have loads of duvet covers. So I always think it's a very conscious purchase buying a duvet cover. So I think it's okay. I have one slight thing about that particular duvet cover, and that is that the pillowcases, one of them is Big Thunder Mountain and the other one is the castle. And there's something to me that doesn't quite work about having different pillowcases.
oh, interesting. Interesting.
Unless it's one on one side and one on the other, which is possible, and it might be
It
just
might
for the
be.
photo it was shown that way. But apart from that, I thought it was lovely.
It also might be, I doubt it, but it might be that it gets printed slightly different every time, you know, if they're just like running a batch of fabric through.
Could be.
But that's probably not the case if they've got the castle on one of the pillows.
Yeah.
I've posted
Interesting.
the competition on our 37 Disney Street Facebook group and Disneyland Paris Show, so you can comment, preferably on the original post, but either way, we'll find it.
That's Hugh's admin update.
Thank you.
And then my last bit of little news, my little bit of news before I get on to the big fat stinking.
With a little bit of news, we're
Is-
gonna make it through the show.
They have now officially put, which I think we knew was happening, the model of Adventure World on display in Art of Animation in place of the Zoetrope. I am happy about this. I love a scale model. I love a scale model of anything. Do you know what? It could be a scale model of like Dewsbury Town Centre and I'd still be quite happy to look at it. I find them fascinating.
Yes.
I also loved the Zoetrope.
Yeah.
I loved the Zoetrope. But I would have liked them to find a way of putting both in there. That would have been my dream. They haven't. That's fine. It is good placeholder as well, given that we've been delayed by a year and it's coming and they want to work as promo. So, yay. Yay to that.
Yay.
Yay.
Louise was commenting about the DLP map duvet cover at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jinx, says Louise.
What was she saying? Oh,
she
yeah.
loves
Loving loving the look.
Loving it, loving it, loving it.
Yeah. 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 That's, yeah.
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 I think that's an irrational amount of money to spend on a duvet cover, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's one of those things where if I decide I just really want that, I will put it in my holiday budget. Do you know what I mean? I'll
Yeah,
go
totally get
in.
that.
I want that. I know it's extortionate. It'll make me happy. I don't care. So that might be happening.
John's saying that he loves the photo spot with the castle outside the front of the Lego store. The Disneyland Paris Lego castle looks amazing. I just wish that there was one. See, that's the kind of exclusive I would love to see. That if all of the different Lego stores in all of the different parks had their own exclusive version of the castle that was exclusive to that park.
Yeah.
How good would that be?
And it just seems so obvious.
It does, and the basic structure of it could still be the same thing. We've just seen the Beauty and the Beast ones come out, and it looks fundamentally different to the other castle, but still, a lot of the pieces are very, very similar. The structure of it, the way it's built, is very, very similar.
We design great merch on this show.
Yeah, we
especially
do.
for DLP.
Yeah.
I just think we should get a cut when you make them. My favourite one
Get in
is
touch, Natasha.
I say my favourite one is one that I come up with. I just want them to print the logos of the attractions on a simple 2-colour like T-shirt. Just just one colour on another colour T-shirt. Just dead simple icons, bang on a T-shirt, boosh.
And have-
Big Thunder, Thunder Mesa, boom, Phantom Manor, done. Let's go.
Have
Yeah.
one bay of the Emporium that is just ride, simple on T-shirts. Print money. Come on.
There's people doing that effectively with like the metal sign things on Etsy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just such a simplistic idea. Just do it. What's wrong with you? Just do it. Come on.
They often overthink them when they're doing merchandise, don't they? They think, let's put Stitch on there riding Thunder Mesa, and and then we'll put some paisley around the whole thing. What What is that? I mean, I've just made that up, so I shouldn't be angry. I'm only mad at myself.
No, I agree. I remember when we knew Splash Mountain was going to be closing, and I went into the shop and I'm like, I would just want a pin or something simple that's just going to be Splash Mountain merch before it goes.
Yeah.
And all the like, I was in the business for a T-shirt, and they were all none of them really
In the market.
No, I was in the business, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
would get further in. Yeah, I'd gone in the back door. I was rooting through the whole back catalogue, and there was nothing that was just like
Go to the
Splash
bins.
Mountain. It was too, I don't know, over designed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They spend so much time
it
making
is.
these iconic signs, and they are. They're like instantly recognisable signs for all these rides, and then they don't make merch that is just simple.
I think the two best bits of merch I've ever bought, both were on the first trip, and one is the 12 ride posters prints, and we've got them above our bed. And
Well,
I've
you
just-
say that, but I had to scan them in and enlarge them because when you take them out of the packet, they're on A3 pieces of paper, but the print is A4 in the middle of it. They're just rubbish. And that's another thing that annoys me. Like, you take them out and you just think, that's a bit of a... Go on then. Play the grumpy button, Bonnie.
He just got on to
Grumpy.
that, and that's another thing that annoys me.
can't
That's
even-
when you know it's time
I
for
can't
the grumpy
remember what I was saying. What was I saying?
the prints on the A4. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. I had to blow them all up. It took me ages.
so
Print them out.
my favourite, well, that's because you're a graphic designer and you're going to do stuff like that. But my favourite things was those prints, which are lovely and are still above our bed and I love them. And the other one is, and we bought it for one of the prizes for the last giveaway we did, that little candle holder
Oh, and kept it.
with a silhouette of the castle.
Yeah, that
and
is
I've
very
got one
cool.
next to my bath, and every time I have a bath, I light a candle in it and I see a little silhouette. What's the opposite of a silhouette? Anyway.
Oh,
Silhouette of
interesting.
the
What is the opposite
castle.
of a
Do
silhouette?
you know what I'm saying, don't you? Because the light comes
An
through.
outline.
Yeah, an outline of the castle on the wall, and it's just lovely. And it's so simple. Simples.
Projection.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it will be.
Right, so that's all my little news. Now we're getting on to some big news.
There's big news.
Well,
Big
the
news.
big news is did you ever watch Summer Holiday with Cliff Richard when you were young? Big
Oh, yeah.
news, big news. Big news, big news.
Big news.
I really loved that film when I was young. Oh, it was such a simple time. Anyway,
Oh
my
yeah,
show
because,
right
because
here.
you said that on one of the shows and someone picked up on it and they like, wrote it in. They were like, "I'm so glad you were singing big news," because I didn't know what that was.
have you heard the news?
Who was
Have
that?
you heard
Make
why
yourself
I'm
known,
so happy?
big news
I'm
fan.
so happy.
Are they in the
She's
chat?
in love with me. It's amazing. Anyway, make my music. So we've got a new been very careful not to call it a season. Or, it's Disney Music Festival. It's like a mini season with lots of entertainment. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to call it a season because that's what it is.
Because it's not a festival.
We've got merch, we've got snacks, we've got entertainment,
Yeah.
we've got decorations. It's a season. Okay, so Disney Music Festival is go. Yes. Right, so I'm going to tell you everything that I've seen so far.
Cool.
So we've got lots of decorations, most of which are kind of these vertical banners that come out of bass drums and are all different pastel colours. I haven't seen anything on the train station. Maybe that's how they decide whether something is a season or not, because usually you see it as soon as you come into the train station. Might just be that I haven't seen photos of it.
All the flowery things that were up all last year and came back again have gone, haven't they now?
Have they?
But yeah, the last time I saw, there wasn't anything there.
Right. So, but other than that, you've got the banners and the hub and, Central Plaza down Main Street, etc. Mickey's outfit is as a bandmaster with a treble clef on his hat, all in pastels. All the other Fab Six have got costumes. I will come up to that in a second. But this week, he's been greeting people from the train station dressed as the bandmaster. There's lots of merch, all kind of with this swirly pastel pattern. You've got ears, plush. I don't know if they're Stanley cups, but they're certainly Stanley shaped cups. Of course they are. Various different apparels and so on. And then some special plush that I will talk about in a second. We've got Oh no, I'm gonna skip to it. My favourite thing that I have seen so far is Chip and Dale as Daft Punk, or more specifically, just as kind of electro DJs. But they're looking mean, and they're like mean as in keen. Like no, not just they look
Bean?
sick. They're looking
Bad.
sick.
Clean? They're looking
Mr.
clean.
Sheen. Mr. Sheen.
Rad.
Yeah, they're looking rad.
Tell you what, they are bodacious.
I have to say, Tick and Tack is a good DJ names, aren't they?
Yeah. And when I've seen the videos of the meets and greets, they're going absolutely wild. They're really playing into it, Tick and Tack. They're like going absolutely as if they have ingested some numbers, let's say.
Without the numbers.
They're on the Skittles. Yeah.
Blue Smarties.
Oh, yeah.
They're all on the blue Smarties. And they have got
Before they were naturally, you know.
So like American Blue Smarties.
Smarties are okay now.
yeah. Disney Music Hits concert in Discoveryland with Chip and Dale. I had to get that out there because my favourite bit of merch is Chip and Dale plush as, you know, DJs. And then my favourite snacks that I've seen are Chips Electro Brookie and Dale Electro Brookie. So Chips Electro Brookie is a chocolate and hazelnut brookie. If you don't know what a brookie is, it's a cross between a brownie and a cookie. And Dale's Electro Brookie is a pistachio and hazelnut.
Hang on.
Hazelnut.
Dale doesn't have like cherries in there for the nose, nothing like that. Come on.
No,
Oh my
What
god.
are they doing?
I don't know.
Chip, chocolate chip,
Yeah,
Dale, a cherry.
Yeah.
exactly. That's how I remember.
It's right
Yeah.
there, guys. I don't know.
Well, again,
Overthinking
they
it.
need you on staff.
Just
don't
not
they?
thinking it, I think, is what's going on.
You can also get a sweet nut macaron, which is a macaron with your choice of ice cream between it and like a bucket full of hundreds and thousands on that makes it look all kind of quirky. Woo!
There's a gluten-free cafe in Leeds that makes things like that, and they're amazing. Sorry, carry on.
No, that sounds good. That sounds
Wildcraft
really
Bakery, it's really, really good.
good. There's the Glacé Donald and the Shake Daisy. I love the look of these. I'm going to see if I can get a picture up while I'm talking about it. So these are an ice cream cone with a glazed donut on it and a shake.
52 euros each.
Hang on, glass. I'm going to put it. I don't know how much they are each. I should have looked at that, but they do look really, really cool. I can't find one. I'll find one for you in a second, boys. So they've got. It looks like Donald's bum, and then they've put a little bit of cream and Donald's feet on it.
And this is to eat.
This is to eat.
There isn't
yeah.
like a well-placed chocolate chip, is there?
No.
Just under the tail.
Huey. I mean, you can put one there if it makes it more appetizing
push it
to
in.
you.
Oh, wow, look at Tick and Tack.
Yeah.
They look.
They look
do
rad.
look-
They really do look rad.
They do look clean.
Just talk for a second about this music festival because I really want to find this.
I think it's good that the music festival's finally starting because my word, have they been talking about it for a long time. It feels like we've had a year of build-up for it.
I
And they're
also
still doing events that are like exclusive events that aren't there for everybody at the moment. So is it actually started now?
I believe the media event was this weekend.
Because there's all catering stuff out in Frontierland, wasn't there? For
Yeah.
one of the bits. I mean, it's great. I feel really positive about it. I'm quite excited by it.
It is, as ever, making me want to book for this summer, which I think we have said we would. We just haven't booked anything yet. And if we do, we're going to combine it with a
Bonnie's laughing at Tick and Tack DJs.
panda visit.
I'm going to look
Chip
and
and
see
Dale.
how much, just going off your show a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to look and see how much it would cost us to change our cabins once they come out available to book in June.
Your cabins.
Yeah, because we're staying at Davy Crockett.
Oh, of course
So
you
when
are.
the new ones
Sorry,
come out
yeah,
in
yeah.
June and you're
Yeah.
able to book them for the summer, I'm going to have a look and see if we can.
Do you know
Yeah,
what was
you
going
should-
on
yeah, you
then?
should.
Is because I'm thinking of going on the ferry again, which we haven't done for a
Oh, wow.
while. And so I was thinking about that, and then you said we're going to change our cabins, and I thought, oh, I didn't think you were going on the ferry as well.
Well, I told you why we're not, haven't I?
No,
Have I not?
Go on,
We
tell
were
me
all
then.
set to book it, and when I went and looked at the cost, just to come back was going to cost us nearly 700 quid. Yeah, so it just seemed like a ridiculous expense in the end. So we're not doing it anymore. But my brother did when they went to Efteling recently. They did the boat.
I think it's because they've removed the option of Rotterdam. No, you've still got Rotterdam. Zeebrugge.
Yeah, Zeebrugge's not.
And
there.
so you've got twice as many people trying to go through Rotterdam.
Yeah.
No, it's these, and it's €7.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to hold it up. Or can somebody hold?
So it looks a little bit like the Donald ice creams that they've had in the past, where you've got the feet.
Yeah.
And it looks so the ice cream's made to look like a duck's bum.
Is anyone able to get to the camera easier than me?
Yep.
I think everyone.
Where's this
Yeah.
picture from?
It's from the official.
Good. We don't have to credit anyone. Oh.
So this is the menu.
This is gonna. Yeah, I've got autofocus switched on that camera at the moment, which is why it keeps
There we
moving
go.
back and forth all the time.
So you've got a cone, and then you've got a glazed donut, and then a swirl of cream
There it
and
is.
some feet. And that's Donald. And then if I swipe a little bit left for you,
Go back.
you've got a milkshake, a strawberry milkshake, and you've got the same for Daisy. So you've got a purple donut, cream, feet, looking very cool.
It
That
focused for
I-
about half a second then.
I would get that Daisy one in a heartbeat. I'm not even a big donut fan. I do like donuts. I don't dislike them. But some people go mad for donuts.
I go bad for them. I tell you who doesn't. Susie.
Susie hates a donut.
Susie is there in the chat, if she's still there. She hates donut. When she played Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray, they had to decorate bagels because she said they tasted like dog muck, the donuts to her.
They do not.
I've never seen someone with such
Oh,
an aversion
Susie.
to donuts. Bonnie, you like donuts, don't you?
I don't.
See,
They're all right.
I
They're all
like
right.
donuts. I love donuts, but I think it's unnecessary adding it to an ice cream. It's like these milk where you get a massive stacked milkshake with a piece of
With
cake on
cake
top.
on it.
You don't need it.
Who finished the
It's not
tiffin?
necessary.
I did.
Bonnie wanted to try some.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd already had a piece.
Guy, would you just get in your car, please, and pop over?
You're gonna have
Thank
to
you.
make some more, Guy. Or
Oh,
Lucy's,
it was
Lucy's gonna have to make
delicious.
some.
I'm really sorry, Bonnie.
Make some more, and when I take Ollie swimming on Thursday, I'll pop by and pick it up.
Oh. So what else have we got? We've got the sweet nut macaron. Blah, blah, blah. So Mary Poppins and her Pearly Band are
Oh,
in town.
blimey.
Are in town square. That sounds so much fun. And they're not in like the black and white pearly kings and queens things. They're in like zingy colours. That's the only way I can describe it. So that sounds lovely. And then Main Street Minis marching band. In like these purpley iridescent things. It's a marching band down Main Street anytime. This is what your dad loved so much about
Yes,
Disney, isn't
it
it?
was.
Stuff like
In
that.
fact, I've just seen that there's a hat for the costume. I'm guessing it's for Goofy.
Oh no, that's Mickey's.
Is it Mickey's hat? Yeah. Here we go. I'll show it, shall I? Thank you, DLP report. This hat here.
Yeah,
It's very Music Man, and I love it.
it is.
Yeah.
I very much love it.
Joey says, I think Bonnie should put in a complaint to HR after that tiffin accident. Well, my initials are HR, so you can register your complaint with me.
So sorry.
Go get a snack, though, if you...
Get the Nachosaurus out. You can have some hot sauce.
Goofy's orchestra is playing in Central Plaza. Rapunzel and Flynn are at the Old Mill doing a dance and song. Not entirely sure what that is, but it sounds fun. Moana is in Adventureland and she's doing some traditional dancing with a traditional band. So whilst that won't be a Hawaiian hula, it'll be like Polynesian. It'll be similar to a hula, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar kind of, Polynesian dancing. The Mata dance from the Festival of the Jungle and Lion King. Have I got that right? You know what I mean.
I do, yeah.
That's back in Adventureland. Stitch is dressed as Elvis in Discoveryland.
But you have to book it presumably through.
You have to book it
The
through
app.
the app, yep. It's a meet and greet. That's not a show. Everything else I've just said is a show. And then in Frontierland, you've got La Fiesta Latina with Miguel and the cast of Coco.
Do you know what I like about this? When Avengers Campus opened, the idea that these little things happen every now and again was absolutely brilliant. When we've said so many times how good it is to have, the different dancing stuff, the
Streetmosphere.
yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy bit, Spider-Man up on the roof, all that sort of stuff. And this feels like they're taking that sort of thing and putting it all over the park. It's great.
And Disneyland Paris do this so well, and they did it after COVID. They did the little mini
with the cavalcades,
cavalcades and things like that. They've done it with stuff like Festival of the Lion King. You get these little mini shows. And I must say, in our experience in Florida, they don't do it. And I think part of it is guest flow and how busy it is. And if you had one show like that, it would jam up the entire hub, you know, because it's so busy. And this is why I prefer Paris.
She said it.
I mean, I prefer Disneyland Park to Magic Kingdom all day. And this is one of the reasons is this kind of like, it's got so much life and kineticism in it. Oh no! Our set is collapsing around us.
Chaos.
Absolute chaos.
Oh, Hugh.
I'm going to keep talking Disney while you deal with that.
What's
Cause
the trip report, by the way?
Probably not now. There's only 10 minutes left.
At the end of the day, 2 units get pushed. I'm reading this directly from DLP report. 2 units get pushed onto Central Plaza for the Grand Orchestra finale. This brings together all the shows guests have come across during the day into one big finale. That sounds quite cool. That sounds good. I'm presuming it's like well before the fireworks because, oh my goodness, everything's just falling all over. But yeah, so that's it. That's all she wrote about the music festival. But that is enough and interesting enough to make me want to go. And it feels so alive. Just talking about that makes it feel really alive. It does.
I'm being attacked by a plant.
So, are we going to go on to do some trip reports?
We can do a trip report, yeah. That'd be nice. Bonnie!
Audience trip roundup.
I'm not actually ready to do that yet, but yeah, I think, shall we jump in and do Guy's trip report as we've
Yes,
spoken about him
please.
already today?
Yes, please.
And as he brought us Tiff in to bribe us into doing this. Okay, here we are.
No.
This trip report comes from Guy and Arabella, dad and daughter from Yorkshire, sharing their California Disney adventure. 1,400 words. Sorry. Right. So, sorry, I've been drinking that Nojito, which is really nice, but it's left a bit of a dryness in my mouth.
Oh. Right, don't move too much. There you go.
Whilst I appreciate your YouTube channel is mostly Disneyland Paris, I'm sliding this one in from Disneyland California and hoping you don't notice. Our journey began with a difficult start. After Virgin Atlantic messed us around, you'll have heard about this on the show actually, the number of problems that they've had with Virgin, and a cross-contamination issue on our Florida trip last year with my daughter's allergies, I fought a long battle, including writing to the CEO. However, it was finally resolved, and the flight over to California was uneventful. The staff on board were fantastic. Look at that, we're already in California and the trip report's only just started.
That was fast.
It was. Our first stop, well, I should say as well, in his email, he didn't point out that he's broken it into nice sections, which he has.
He said he's left gaps for us to maybe interject.
Yeah.
They really are.
I'm looking forward to
There's
it.
a lot of horizontal rules. If you do websites at all.
Not really.
Right, okay, well, there are.
Not anymore.
Our first stop was Hollywood and Universal Studios, so not Disney. I'll gloss over it by saying that Garland Hotel was brilliant. It's right next to Universal, an old-fashioned trolley that takes you into the park. Putting myself into more debt, I bought the Universal Express pass.
Like a dessert trolley.
There's no horizontal line there. You're not allowed to speak.
Sorry.
No, yes, like a dessert trolley. No. Putting myself into more debt, I bought the Universal Express pass. However, thanks to jet lag, we were on site before most of the staff. We rode almost everything without needing it. Top tip, everyone heads straight to Super Nintendo World, so we went to Harry Potter instead and walked straight onto the rides. Definitely not Disney, so to wrap it up, a great day. Most rides twice, shopping and food in City Walk, then back to the hotel.
He showed us a video. They're just walking down through Hogsmeade, and there's no one around apart from one member of staff just knocking around.
It looks amazing.
Maybe they all had invisibility cloaks on.
Ah.
The next morning, we booked a driver for a sightseeing tour. Diamond Driver Guy took us to Hollywood Boulevard, Funko Pop, the Walk of Fame, Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, then down to Santa Monica for the legendary pier and a stroll around Venice Beach. I tried out some weightlifting at Muscle Beach. Yeah, I really fit in. Somewhere between Lost Tourist and bloke who wandered into the wrong audition for Baywatch. We met up with a friend and her son who live in Santa Monica and stood gobsmacked as a Waymo taxi pulled up. No driver, and someone just climbed in and sped away.
Have you seen this, Bonnie? Driverless taxis. Yeah.
Although it looked exciting, I stuck to calling an Uber with an actual human, mainly because my life insurance didn't cover death by robot taxi.
Yeah. Also, I don't like the idea that things like that is just, you know, where do all these taxi drivers go then?
Yeah.
Where did they go? They're jobless. Come on.
Well, long distance haulage is the job that's most worrying.
Long distance Clara.
Anyway. Yeah.
That Pigeon Street.
Oh yeah, she's going to be on early retirement. It's long distance to Clara. Continue.
I saw. Have you watched the TV series Upload on Amazon Prime? No. Because that all starts with a driverless car and someone being in a serious accident.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm not particularly keen on the idea of going on by myself.
Bonnie said they got that fast.
Oh, have I said this bit? I can't remember if I said this already, so I'm just going to say it again. Although it looked exciting,
Yeah.
did I say this already?
Yes.
Good, okay, I will say it again. Okay, now the trip report becomes more Disney. Day 3. Thanks to the 8-hour time difference, we were up at 4 a.m, so we watched Paddington Bear in Peru on Netflix. By the time it finished, it was only just after 6 a.m. The parks didn't open for 2 more hours.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we were there for rope drop. We started Disney California Adventure, the second park there, straight for the Incredicoaster and Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Both left my daughter screaming and me questioning my life choices. So brilliant. We bought multi-park hopper Lightning Lane tickets. God, that's a mouthful. Which I have to say, if you can stretch to it and you can pronounce it, are well worth it. We queued no longer than 10 minutes for anything, including the queue to get into another queue. California Adventure is a beautiful park, so much to see and do. They've got the giant Mickey Mouse Ferris wheel where you can choose swinging or static gondolas. Let me say, there are sick bags in the swinging ones, and now I know why.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing
Again,
that.
yeah, he WhatsApped a video of him, of them on the swinging one, and he wasn't happy.
No.
That's not for me.
I'd take the swinging one.
I know
Well,
you would.
you take it on your own.
Okay.
I would not.
Just me.
I'd come on with you, Hugh.
Oh, would you?
Yeah, even though I wouldn't want to, I'd force myself. Yeah.
Kat does, when we go with the Brooks, Kat and me do the big rides.
Yeah.
She's the thrill seeker.
Yeah, I declared today I don't think I'm going to do Tron again. It just wasn't worth it. You'll do it.
I'll do Tron again.
Me and George will go on Winnie the Pooh or something. Sorry, Chris.
It's all right. We took an afternoon break back at the hotel, just 5 minutes outside the park. We'd wanted to stay at Disney Hotel, but the cost wasn't worth it for this trip. We spent more on the tickets and experiences instead. Highly recommend it. We stayed at the Anaheim Hotel, great location, brilliant pool, lovely staff. We returned to California Adventure that evening and watched World of Colour. A little Disney magic was sprinkled on us when a cast member who loved our British accents asked if it was our first time. Oh, yes, I said. She whisked us She whisked us to a private roped-off viewing area in the middle. No idea who's supposed to go in there, but we felt like VIPs.
Wow.
It's an incredible show, projecting images onto water with lights, lasers, and fire. Have you seen? There's a guy on, probably on YouTube. I think I've seen it on TikTok. But there's a guy who's basically recreated all these things in his house in a smaller scale, and he's got like a water spray thing, and he projects onto it. It's brilliant.
People are geniuses.
I know. Day 4, Disneyland, the original park Walt Disney built. Wow, it's beautiful. Rides and attractions absolutely everywhere. Again, thanks to Lightning Lanes, we waited no more than 10 minutes for anything. Top tip, watch a couple of videos beforehand to really get your head around how Lightning Lanes work. Made a huge difference. We took our friends from Santa Monica with us. The kids ran wild on Tom Sawyer's Island and came back with Captain Jack Sparrow. The characters just wander the park over there, which is nicer. Captain Jack spent ages with us. We rode the new Tiana's bio...
He came for dinner and let's pay for him. I'll order a steak, please.
That was pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Most fantastic.
3 stars.
We rode the new Tiana's Bay Adventure, and despite a few criticisms from the hardcore Splash Mountain fans, it's genuinely good. Would have been nice to see Dr. Facilier before the big drop, but still a really fun ride. And yes, we got absolutely soaked. Luckily, California sunshine dried us off pretty quickly. Big Thunder Mountain is just as good as Paris, complete with the explosion effect, which I believe they're finally putting into Florida's version too. Galaxy's Edge, identical to Florida. I bit the bullet and paid for Rise of the Resistance ride instead of the 120-minute wait. I like Star Wars, but not enough to age 2 years in a queue.
Fair enough, because that won't be included in the general Lightning Lane package, will it? It's like a single experience thing. They really know how to squeeze every single dollar out of you, don't they?
Speaking of Star Wars, are any of you planning on going to watch Revenge of the Sith at the cinema this week? Because it's back for its 30th anniversary or something, and 20th anniversary.
Is it?
Something like that.
No.
Lucas is desperate to go and see it.
Is he?
Yeah.
I think, is that the third one?
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's all right.
I quite like
It's
that
packed
one.
with action.
Don't
I'll
like
give it that.
I prefer the second one that no one likes to that one.
Do you really?
Yeah.
The one that's all about trade wars and they spend half the time like in the House of Commons.
It's the one where it says, it's coarse, it's irritating, it gets everywhere.
It's the one where they gratuitously tear Padme's outfits for no reason as well, isn't it?
Yes. Right, I'm going to have to speak quick now because it's
Yeah.
29, isn't it? But there's still quite a lot to read. Rather than go day by day now, we flip-flop between both parks, taking hotel pool breaks, rest, and then returning in the evening. There was a bit of excitement on Monday, 14th of April, while queuing for Goofy's Sky School, everyone's phone in the line beeped at once. It was an earthquake alert. The message said, "Earthquake detected, drop cover, hold on, and protect yourself."
My God!
Everyone else stayed calm. Meanwhile, I was secretly locating the nearest toilet to hide in. I didn't share all the details with my 8-year-old. I didn't want to scare her. All rides were evacuated, but within 20 minutes we were back on again. Apparently pretty normal for them.
Wow. Yeah, I suppose. But, you
While
know...
he's clinging white knuckle to the railings. Everybody get down!
Makes the queuing a bit more exciting, though, eh?
Yeah.
We lost Hammy, one of Arabella's soft toys, on this day too. Disney lost and found is still looking, although I suspect he's riding Incredicoaster each night after it closes instead of wanting to be found. Other highlights: Radiator Springs Racers and California Adventure is incredible. Honestly, I wish they'd bring that to Disneyland Paris instead of whatever that Cars thing is they've currently got. We sent a picture to Hugh of a great Cars Land shirt. I thought about treating him, then I saw the price. I like you, Hugh, but not that much.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. But I've got a similar shirt to that. It's a postcards one, but the one I've got is just like vintage postcards. It's not Disney, but you know, it's just a shirt with just postcards from various locations on it. It's one of those.
Getting to ride Tiana's in our own log after a cast member liked Doggy, Arabella's long-term companion, and asked if we wanted to go again on our own was nice. Highlight of the trip, our final night leaving Space Mountain for the 7th time. I spotted a man standing quietly in Tomorrowland. I walked up to him and said, "Are you Mr. Baxter?" He smiled and said, "Yes, I am."
That's bonkers.
I know.
Does he just stand in Tomorrowland?
Waiting for people to
in
recognise
Anaheim,
him.
Just stands there taking it in. If you don't know who Tony Baxter is, he's a very famous Imagineer. So he designed a lot of stuff. He was like head Imagineer on Paris, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was.
Back in the day. But he's just done everything. He's a very, very well-respected Imagineer.
Well, I apologised for disturbing him and told him our story, starting with Disneyland Paris, Florida, and now California. He loved hearing it and said I even looked like someone he used to work with at Imagineering. Arabella reminded me after it was Tony Baxter, not Mr. Baxter, the legend behind so many Disney rides.
Yeah.
A Paris team member he was with took a photo of us. A perfect end to the trip.
Oh.
On the final day, with an evening flight, we squeezed in a few more rides, rinsing the Lightning Lanes to the max for one last go on Incredicoaster and Big Thunder. Then a quick stop at Downtown Disney for shopping, including the chocolates that you guys are giving away here on the channel.
Yay!
On the Facebook page.
Yes, unless we create a fake account, come up with a really good idea, and then share the chocolate.
And
There's
choose
already
our
been
own
some ideas
idea.
put on the Facebook page, yeah.
There.
I got a notification a few minutes ago. It was from Guy. No, it wasn't. I was trying to win him back. Final thought. If you're considering a trip to California, do it. It's a long flight and the time difference hits hard, but you get so much done. Similar to Orlando, tipping gets annoying. You feel obliged to tip everything. I gave $5 to a hand dryer in the toilets and tried to tip Mickey Mouse after a photo. No way, he pulled out a card reader. Overall, the best Disney trip yet. Florida again in October and Paris once the walls come down in 2026. Thanks so much for letting us share our trip with you. Keep up the great work, Guy and Arabella.
Once the walls come down, it sounds like, 1989, doesn't it?
What's happening over there?
Yes.
Oh, so jealous. I do feel ready for a new Disney park. I would love to go to Tokyo, California.
Do we build one
here?
here? We could just build one here.
That would be so good. But I think probably the next new park we'll go to will be Adventure World. Imagine that.
Quick question from Jenny. Hi all, we go in 29 days. Yippee. Does anyone know if we stay in Village Nature from Monday to Friday, which includes 2 days park tickets, can we collect and use on the Monday before we check in?
I don't know.
Je ne sais pas.
We don't know.
We had annual passes when we went to Village Nature, so we didn't.
We don't know.
Contact your travel agent.
If anyone knows, drop a comment
Yes.
now. Guess we're about to
Now.
finish. Oh,
We go in 29 days. We go in 29 days.
To Flow Rider.
To Flow Rider.
Nice.
Yeah.
We haven't got many days now. I reckon we're in a couple of months still. We might be into 100 and I haven't even looked. Can you believe that?
That's
This
amazing.
time has passed and I haven't even...
Come on, tell everyone before we
on.
go. And then we're going to do a quiz on our Patreon channel.
Not Quizney though. We're not starting a new
We're
Quizney series.
not doing a new quiz in here. We're just doing a BuzzFeed quiz.
a little
I'll
quiz.
be back on.
We will watch the Disney Plus show that we've mentioned before, but we feel like we need to do that the second week in a row after a break.
Yeah. Not straight in there.
We're not ready for it. I'm afraid.
Where's the-
Even though we keep teasing it for about the last month, we will do a watch along on that show soon.
Where's the
We're
bit
gonna
where
do
it
a
tells you
little
how
quiz
long it
instead.
is till your trip?
Yeah.
Is it that? Is it in here? Oh, 86 days. I didn't even
86
know.
days.
We're 14 days into the 100 and I didn't even realise. 86
That's
days till
so
we go.
exciting.
What if you looked at that and you realised you'd been there for 3 days?
It was -7 or something.
Yeah.
We missed it.
So what date's that?
That's the 22nd of June to the 24th of... That's of July, sorry, to the 24th of July.
We won't be going then because Bonnie's still at school then. She doesn't
And
break
then-
up till the 27th.
And then we're heading over to Holland to go to Efteling for a day as well.
Right, guys, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's been lovely to be back and talk Disney. We've talked Disney a lot today. In fact, that's all I've done since I woke up is talk Disney with various different people, and I've loved every single minute of it. I love talking about Disney. Right,
You just
I'm
have to
getting
judge
weird.
it really well, Bonnie. This is what happens. You've
It's
just
getting
gotta
weird
guess.
now. So I've been Lucy. These have been the boys. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
For future reference, you can press it as soon as she says it. Because it fades out of it and we can
I'm
talk and
Lucy,
waffle.
these have been
And we
the
like...
boys.